Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Factorio. It's our second round. Let's go ahead and load up our Twitch stream. Gotta turn those tips off. Migrated content. Not really sure what's up with this, but whatever. Okay, so on our last playthrough, we were trying to get these furnaces up and running. Now, a couple of questions that I want to try and answer here. As far as why I chose 30 furnaces here, you need a lot of iron, so it's really not too much, and it's a little bit scalable. But honestly, this isn't even as much iron as the Factorio needs. So I just want to get as much as possible running. This is a bit scalable when I move to fast inserters. And we'll get that set there. And looks like we're out of power. So unfortunately, I didn't quite have as many of these plates ready as I wanted to. Well, we'll get the inserters ready. We'll come over here. I wonder if there's a patch. These icons appear to have changed. Wait, what the heck? That's really weird. Oh, the icons for the boilers changed. I guess there was a patch. That's odd. I didn't even know when it happened. Okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll throw some coal and stuff in here. And, burns fuel to heat liquid. Is this not connected here? Huh. Do these not connect in the same way they used to? They must have hatched it here. Shoot, I don't even have enough to get this running. Let's boil this down to just one here. So, can it connect like this? I'm guessing it can. I guess I want to connect like this. And then this isn't running for some reason here. Shoot. I'm honestly not sure why that's not running. Oh, what's this? Uranium? Ooh, they added uranium. Very nice. It's a little bit awkward. I have no idea how to get this stuff running again. I don't think I have any iron anyplace. Shoot. Right, well... I guess what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to improvise. I know one of these furnaces over here has a bunch of iron in it. There we go. Let's come over here. Put you in there. Put you in there. Get this running just so I have enough iron to get me some pipes. So energy consumption. Does this need energy to produce energy? I don't know if I necessarily understand that. Grab these iron plates, grab these iron plates. Okay, let's see here. So I should be able to then make a couple of pipe sections to experiment over here. Hopefully get everything back up and running. So there's water in there. And then... doesn't look like it would matter. Huh. Oh, okay, I see here. So one of these is a steam input, and one of these is a water input. Man, I'm stupid. So what you guys can do is if you tap the Alt key, you'll actually bring out the icons for this. So the problem I was having is that one of these is a steam pipe, and one of them is a water pipe, which is why things weren't connecting earlier. So what I want to do is, if it's that way, so let's rotate this. So this one sticking out is always going to be the steam pipe. I think what I'll do is I'll stick this here like that, and then stick you here and stick you here, and then what I'll do is I'll just kind of combine all of these here. Like so. And that should hopefully get things back up and running here. So far that looks good, and there's even a buildup of steam. So steam is now kind of like a pseudo resource here. Fluid consumption 11 out of 30. I don't know what that means. There's not really any fluid coming from these things. Maybe it's saying 11 steam per second? I don't know. Anyways, that's not working again. That's going to be a little bit harder to get to set up your power with that, but should be okay. Go ahead and get this running, collect my copper. So this is back up and running here. We got some plates waiting. I do like the graphical update. Some of these icons look a little bit cleaner, honestly, than last time. Okay, let's get these inserters up. I think I may have made too many, but I actually need twice as many normal inserters as longer inserters, because I need one on this side and one on this side. Also, apologies on the last video. Some of the that may have been cut off. I didn't realize that my screen capture was cutting off some of the screen, so I shrunk it down a little bit so you guys can see everything now. And so I need about 25 more of these normal inserters. I'm also going to need a crap ton of power there. Oh yeah, if you hit the Alt key, it also shows you what's in storage chests, so it's easier to find stuff that way. Okay. Let's get these. If I can hit the right button. There we go. Let's get these started. So set these up like this. I prefer to set everything up uniformly. I just gotta wait for the rest of these. And while we're waiting on that, I'll go collect whatever's over here. Excellent. Go ahead and queue up another 5 of those. Now this right here, what you're saying, is a good reason why you kind of want to automate just about everything. The amount of time it's taken me to build these inserters by hand is annoying, but at the same time, the amount of effort it would take to set up a production line and the amount of iron that it would really take to really get everything up and running kind of negates it. So, but once this all gets up and running, we'll get all that set up, and then we won't have to worry about it again. Insert it here, insert it here, insert it here, there. I wonder why some of these have blue backgrounds and some of them don't. Like the gear icon did, but this doesn't. Is that like for a specific type? Let's check on the electrical grid. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so I do need some telephone poles. We'll queue those up. Now, unfortunately, since there's kind of spaces in between these, I can't just click and drag. It doesn't really work the way I want it to, but go ahead and just put all these in here. So that's another benefit of putting a space in between each one. You can put a small telephone pole, and the electrical grid covers both of them. So It's a good way to make sure everything is covered. We'll go ahead and connect this here. Oh, didn't connect. There we go. So everything's going to be pulling here. And ironically, I have enough power. I thought this would crash it, but there's actually not enough fuel here to get everything to run all at once. So, and the way it's set up, it's only going to run it every so often. So it's actually quite a stable power jump. You can see it here, where it just goes up and back down. Green, this color here, is over here. Orange is the short one, so you can just see how they just spike regularly. So, works out. And you can see the production here. So, all good, all good. Okay, so the last bit of this, I'm going to just take an iron chest here. Just because it holds more, I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to put a quick inserter here. Oh, I guess I have to extend this one. You used to be able to pull them off the end of the line like that, but I guess you can't anymore. And this will start stockpiling that. As you can see now, we have more than enough iron for at least get the rest of our base up and running. The next thing I want to do is double my coal production with the electric mining drill. And just so I have enough, I'm going to go up to 4 here. And what I'll do here is I'll put this here. I'll rotate this one this way. Put some transporter belts here. Put that there. Get the telephone poles in place while I'm waiting for this to finish. And then get the belts. So that should be more than... Oops, this one's turned in the wrong direction. This should be more than enough coal to run most of my base here. Now, what I do need... This can actually probably get removed soon enough. But what I want to do first is grab another... say 2 electric mining drills. And I want to set this up here. Being my power supply, I want to set this up to be automated so I'm not having to constantly come in here and drop in coal into these. And I don't know what the best way to do that is with this new setup. I suppose I could just have lines of these going horizontally. Food consumption, we're living on a 30. If I get you started, does that increase... It's always at a 30. I don't know what that means. Like, does that mean I can only have 3 of these? Man, them changing the dynamic of this means that this really screws up my, my pattern here, because I don't know... Okay, so I think I know what it is. So I think when it says 10 out of 30 down here in the bottom right, it can consume a max of 30 steam units a second. But I'm not quite sure how much steam these guys produce a second. It'd be really hard to tell without this actually, without actually maxing things out. So what I think I'm going to do here is I need a way to get coal up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to readjust this here. And... you know, ironically it may have been fine initially. And just for symmetry, I'll go ahead and I'll put another boiler on here. Unfortunately, none of my factory is running right now. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot. These boilers actually take pipes to make. That's why I don't have it off. So I'll do this here. And is that enough space? You know what? Yeah, it should be. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and I'll do this and that. Put this in there, put this in there, put that there. Come over here, just in range, perfect, okay. So, let's take this, and we'll drag this down here. For now, having 2 drills should be enough. It's over too much. Now, the reason why I tend to have them facing in opposite directions like this is because they'll then each deposit it on opposite sides of the transporter belt. Just kind of maxes the transporter belt. And I am out of belts. Okay. You can have my last 3 coal to get you running. And you guys are completely out of coal. Great. And I've got no belts waiting. Okay, so what I can do here is... Oh, I'm going to set you to gears. I'll put 100 in here. Transporter belts, I'll put 100 in there. And that should at least get that cracking here. I'll grab some coal off of here. Just enough to get those guys running again. And the only reason I'm having those guys running is I just really want them to build my belts, which actually really isn't necessary. I can just kill this whole thing right now. So let's do that here, and then we'll move the transportation over there. Take you, come on. You can just right click and hold and walk, and it will take all this stuff away. It's a little bit longer to take out some of the bigger items, so that's okay. And I killed the power over there. I should get it back on. Come on, go in the inventory. Okay. As for why I'm not researching anything right now, I just don't need anything right now, so I'm good. Okay, that gives me 56 transporter belts. And what we'll do is come over here and restart that up. Now I'm running around the transporter belt here, which actually does increase your movement speed. Good tip if you need to move around. Get this set up there. And extend you out here. Put a telephone pole in between them. Now this can actually consume a lot more than we were doing before. And we're going to need a lot of transporter belts. So I'm just going to set that up just to kind of max things out. And put the chest here. And iron gear wheels. And transporter belts. Oops. Boop. Need an inserter to move things over. That's just what's going on here. So yeah, this looks good. It's actually producing things too slow. And yep, that should be good. So this is pretty good. This should give me enough. Looks like we have a shortage of iron though, which we expected. We can help that out a little bit by deleting you, putting you in here, putting you in there. So basically we're just moving our mining drills from the other section to this larger mine. Eventually we might have to mine that other area out, but I'm just going to keep everything centralized to keep it simple. This should be enough for 12 out of 30 of these. We're going to want more sooner than later, but really what I want to do is kind of just finish getting this set up over here for right now. So let's come over here. I'm glad I have uranium here, but there's actually not a lot here, and it requires 10 sulfuric acid per 10 ore. So it actually requires something to mine. That's interesting. Okay, grab another 100 copper. Well, we will need more copper eventually, but that's when we start to get electronics. And as you can see right now, that one mine has been fine for a while. So set that back up, because otherwise my base doesn't have power. And one of the things about Factorio is you can kind of build on the water tiles here, as you can see, as long as it's half and half. Now, in order to get this from over here to over here, we're going to build an underground transport belt, which is going to have to be underwater. I'm just going to kill you for a second, just so I can get this over here. I'm going to have to cut down this tree. And then what we can do here is we can just set up inserters, and they will automatically start grabbing stuff and putting it in like that. And ooh, that's interesting. These two aren't stockpiling any, and this is... Oh, that's why, because I didn't reconnect the water. So that's now is going to rebuild up the steam. And it looks like that's good. I'm going to go ahead and just put a fourth steam engine on here while I'm here. Doesn't really need to be done right now, but I'm here. And this guy can be moved over slightly like that. And that should give me enough power for a while. So each of these about running at about a quarter production. Go ahead and stick half a stack in you. And you're good for now. Take these copper plates. Okay, so we've automated our iron production, and we've got inserters going. As you can already see, I was talking about how this isn't going to be enough iron. Like, I'm barely collecting enough iron to feed this chest here. It's ridiculous. And there's barely enough iron to produce that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to produce a couple more electric mining drills. Let's see, how many am I going to need? See, this is 12. So another 6 is going to be 24. 26, 28, 30. And then I'm going to do another 2 just for good measure. Especially when it comes to mining, I like to have more than I need. And my pickaxe broke, so I'll go ahead and I'm just going to produce 5 more of these. Just have enough. Now, one of the reasons why I don't automate building these electric mining drills is I simply don't need that many of them. So go ahead and start getting these set up here. Bring the power down like this. Starting to see some stuttering. Once again, that's probably the recording software and the Twitch streaming software. Go ahead and put these 2 in here. Put you here. Put you there, and I've got 2 left, so but I'll just kill this last one here, just so that there's an even number here. Should still be more than what I need, so there's quite a bit of iron here. Okay, so that should start to get enough here. It might actually be the case that these aren't moving fast enough along the belt, causing inefficiencies here. But it should be enough to power my production here. So the next thing I want to kind of do here is automate at least my red research, I think. I'll go ahead and I'm just going to take these guys out. Now, let's see. I believe red research is gears and copper plates. Yep. So I'm going to need to get this going a little bit. Not gonna really need it as extreme as the other one, but still need to get it going. I'm just going to clear some area here. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to convert this to an electric mining drill. We'll do 2. Power. This will come up and over like so. Oh, wrong direction. I always get those directions wrong. Okay, so go ahead and set these up like that. 3, and 4. Get the electricity hooked up. And get some coal going in here. Eventually we will automate the coal in there, but for right now it's just not worth my time. Okay. Cut you down, cut you down. I think this is going to have to be cut down here. I actually want to start considering turrets soon as well. I don't want the biters to come and get me. Place these transporter belts here, and let's go collect the rest of my transporter belts over here. Should have enough going. Ah, good. Some iron ore is making it over there. Not enough to make these run 100% efficiency, but enough to give me a crap ton of iron on this production line. That's good. Okay, there we go. So, more than enough transporter belts to last me a while. It's still not going to be enough, unfortunately. How are we doing on power? Pretty good. As you can see, these electric mining drills consume a lot of power. We were at like 1/4 before we put these in. Now we're at like 3/4. Okay, so... chop down these trees. Okay, so... let's get these inserters here to get the copper plates on the line. I think I'll go right through this forest here. It'll take me a while to clear out some trees. Oops, accidentally that there. As I said in the previous video, this game really needs a better way to clear trees. This is kind of slow. Let me build a chainsaw or something. Like a coal-powered chainsaw. I can just move and cut trees down at a faster rate. Considering there's not much for use for wood in this game, apart from poor man's fuel source and apart from telephone poles, which even that gets replaced by steel later in the game. Might as well just let players cut that down faster. Okay, we're going to need an underground belt. Because otherwise the copper will get on this line and there's no use for it. And why... oh, we're missing a spot. I was about to say, why isn't there any copper plates on this assembly belt yet? And that's because this tree got in the way here. There we go. So we'll start moving that along. I guess I gotta get rid of this dead tree. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is we'll run these this way, and do I want these right here, or I mean, I guess? Man, I don't like that. I'd rather them... it must be vertical. You know what? It's fine. Okay. So, I need 2, 3. Grab some more iron plates here. 4. I'm going to do 4 factories worth of these red science packs. Now, I'm not really planning this out. I'm just kind of going as I see fit. Which would probably mean we'll have to reorganize this later, but whatever. That's later. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these long inserters will grab these iron plates. Oops. the short inserters, we'll grab the copper plates. And these short inserters on the bottom side will deposit the science packs onto these transporter belts. Perfect. Now, what I need is a crap ton of labs. How many labs do I want? Man, I'm just gonna take 20? Sounds good. Okay, what am I short on? Copper plates. Yeah, I just said I had enough copper plates, and now I don't. That's the way this game runs. Okay. Thankfully I have like 200 copper plates just sitting on this production line. I probably want to put another crate here just to start storing the copper here so I don't have to run around and get it every 5 seconds. Oh man, this requires a lot of wheel gears. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel these for now. It's just gonna take way too long to build that many wheel gears. And what I'll do instead is just put an assembling machine right here. With 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, like that, and we'll just have this build wheel gears for my inventory. Okay. Wait, did I screw this up? Ah, crap, yeah, this is gear wheels and copper plates, not iron plates and... Alright, well, we're gonna have to make some adjustments, boys. Okay, and then we'll have gear plates coming down like this. Perfect. 3, 4. Get all these set back up. Get... boy. You know what? Screw it. I'll just manually take these off the line here. So I should be able to start my first couple of batches of these. You know what? Boy, I need some some automated, I should say, electrical plates. Or electronic circuits, yeah, electrical plates. That's what they're called. Okay, so... Now, at least some of these are temporary, like this electrical plate factory is going to be temporary. And take you... Let's see, I will go ahead and move these up like this. Put these over here. Move this up by one tile. That will let me put this here to get copper here. Place another factory here. Run the electrical wiring. Okay, so now electronic circuits are very big hogs of copper. That's because of the need for wires. So one copper produces 2 wires, and as you saw right there, it produces rather quickly, so we really need these fast inserters to get the job done. Go ahead and I'll just do this. And bam, that should get us electronic plates. Or circuits. I keep wanting to call them plates. Whatever. Okay. We need to get this going as well. Put that there. Cover everything. And we can actually just get this started. And just as you can see here, this is already consuming a lot of the plates. So I think the problem is that those furnaces are out of coal. Let me go ahead and just dump this iron ore here. And we'll come down over here. Yep, everybody's out of coal. And, okay, let's just divide up some stacks here. That ought to keep those running for a while. It's all plates that's waiting on. Okay. So, I guess I'll just go ahead and I'll just put these 2 down here. Oh, I reopened it. Okay. Landfill, steel. What if I want to start next? I'm guessing electronics, because I think this unlocks, yeah, the next automation, which I want to help speed everything up. So we're going to research electronics. It's 30 red science packs. Electronics, steel, and steel. You know, I am sick of making inserters, and I should really practice what I teach here. So I'll go ahead and I'll make an impromptu inserter factory. This is one of the strong points of Factorio. You saw that I just managed to rig this up here. You really get a sense of like just being an engineer, just creating things on the fly to solve solutions. It's kind of great. Oh, and I guess I can't make yellow inserters until I have the next level. So that's gonna sit idle for a few minutes. It's fine. Gonna go ahead and get another inserter here. How's my power doing? Fine. Okay. Readjust those. Okay. Which is a mode you could hide some of these wires here. I know it's a good visual of connecting, but sometimes you get so many that they get in the way of actually being able to see what's going on. So it's not great. Oh, I forgot to power these up, and I'm short on telephone poles again. Because why not? Go down here and I'll just collect all of these. And we'll just go ahead and just shove them in here. Oh, they got new science packs. Interesting. Military science packs, production, high tax, and space. Okay. So that should be good for now. Okay. Let's see here. This all seems to be going good. One of the things you see here is that these guys are maxed out. They actually just can't put enough iron on this assembly line to do everything here yet, so it's fine. They'll still up that iron here. I've got a full thing of iron in here. We're good. Actually, it doesn't look like I'm producing enough copper. I really thought those 4 would be enough, but between these 4 and this guy making electronics, I'm really not getting a lot. Go ahead and just produce another 15. Oh, don't have enough electronics yet. There we go. Okay. So I really need to improve this here, but I didn't really want to run coal down here yet. I guess I'm gonna have to just suck it up. So let's double this to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I wonder if I just really fuck it and get these all, get my entire copper sector up and running. It's not like I don't have enough iron to get it done. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 9, 10, 11, 12. Might as well. 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did for my iron. Being that I'm going to just make a huge production area for it. Oh, I don't have to worry about it later on. 5, 10, 15 furnaces. Have to remove that. Put this way up over here so it won't get in the way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't know why I'm counting. I only built 15 of them. I'm only placing 15 of them, so whatever. Okay, and then... Oop, all done there. Let's see, these all require green. What do I want to build next? Something I guess requires only 80. Oh, automation 2. So this will allow me to build the inserters, and it also is faster than automation 1, so we'll go ahead and do it. 80 science packs. This is why we had to automate the process, because that would just take forever by myself. Okay, need to clear all these trees out. Now what I'll probably end up doing with all this wood, honestly, is I'll probably just end up stowing it in a chest, and that chest will probably act as an emergency fuel source for my power grid. What can end up happening is if you don't pay attention to your coal needs, you actually starve your power grid, and then you don't produce enough coal to get the power grid back up and running. But if you have emergency wood, you can get everything back up and running and give yourself enough time to get enough coal or more generators or whatever to get everything up and running. So now the coal's going to come down this end here, and so the coal's going to come in from over here, and the copper ore is going to come up from the other direction. So these are actually going to be moving in 2 different directions here. And I'm actually just going to do that because I don't have enough space right now. Okay, so going to need 2 sets of these underground belts. Going to need to clear this tree. Oops, and these are not set right, so get that there. And this can come down like this. And I'm freaking stupid. Let's back this up, back it up, back it up. Can't give myself enough space to fill the darn inserters. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to need another set of these, otherwise it's going to get in the way. Put that there, and this can come out here, I guess. So, I didn't give enough space. So this is going to be where the iron comes in. So this actually needs to be down here like that. Does it? No. It was fine right there all along. Okay, and the coal's going to come up over here and down this way. Need to get rid of some of these trees here because they're in the way and I can't see. Yeah, that hide wires thing I was talking about too would be useful for hiding trees. That should be good. Now let's go ahead and 2, 3, 4 maybe? Yeah, seems good. Don't really need probably that many right now. It's not going to be enough to power the whole system, but it'll be enough for my needs. And already that research automation is done. Okay, so what's next? Turrets. Yeah, I'm going to need some turrets. And it's only 10, so that's going really fast up there. That's good. Okay. Put that there, put that there. Get the power going. Perfect. Yeah, 2 more. For me, 8's just a much more even number. Can't tell if that was a power spike or if my game lagged. Probably my game lagged there. Let's check on power though. Yeah, we're getting near to maxing it up. So, let's get this copper in like this. I think I'm going to set up an independent coal supply for my copper, even though this is really producing enough. You know what I can do actually is I just bring this down back here and we'll just loop it back around to the iron. And this is it's kind of on my iron there too much. We'll see. I mean, this copper is going to eventually mine out anyway, so. And we'll bring this across. I can snug it right along the edge here. Okay, so that should take the of all of that. So I need 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 of those. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And I need more. Ran out of materials, unfortunately. Okay. How are we doing? I'm out of iron again, so I'll just go ahead and stock up on iron. Go ahead and stock up on electronics plates. Go ahead and stock up on my gears. The reason why I don't have a chest stockpiling gears over here is just because it will suck up the entire production of this one factory, and I don't want to do that. And then while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and just get some of these assembling machines set up. Unfortunately, I got so much queued up here. I'm just gonna unqueue a few things just so I can get back to work here. Yeah, I gotta just build 2. The reason I'm building 2 is because these assembling machines require assembling machines 1s. So if I just build too many, I'll just end up with too many in my inventory, and I don't want that. So go ahead and I'll just replace this stuff here. Okay. That also means I can start building inserters again. Well, not again, but we can start. Gotta replace these with fast inserters, just to keep things moving. Basically, this is really just sucking down gears, but... Okay, so where are we? So we've got the 30 long inserters. 25, 30, 15, 5, 10, 15. I should never have to make a normal inserter again thanks to that reduction over there. These are still just stockpiled up with copper, which is really good. Let's go ahead and save the game while we have a chance. Actually, I think this is where we're going to end it for today, guys. I'm playing for a little bit now, so this will make for a good video section. We'll finish this up, at least the copper production tomorrow, and then we'll continue on building the factory. Thanks for joining me. You guys take care.